Welcome to my little channel where I'm going to get a little political. I normally don't do this except from time to time. So we're going to see how this video goes and does. Might make more. So I've been reading and watching a few walkway movement videos and articles, and I'm slightly a little disturbed by it because mainly because they're walking away from the Democratic Party. Now, I'm all for people walking away from the Democratic Party. They currently do not represent me, and when they lose, it's a small victory for me. Now, with that being said, the issue I have is that they're walking away from the Democratic Party and walking to the Republican Party, which I think are equally as bad, depending on the topic on hand. So this is just going to be a small essay-like video. So yeah, here we go. My thoughts is both parties are crap. One is horse crap and the other is bull crap. You get to pick which one it is. Now, I'm not going to say both parties are complete crap. Both parties have done great work in the past and continue to do great work. But some also have a few gems. I know there's one Republican senator, or I should just say congressman, because I don't know if he was in the Senate or House. That kind of talked about women have mechanisms built in to prevent pregnancy in the case of, rape, which I kind of disagree with. I mean, that's just one Republican that's no longer in office. Thank goodness. We don't need morons in our office. We also had that Republican state senator that made a fool of himself on a national show. I think the show was called The Real Americans or We Are America, where that comedian just made a mockery of that. So yeah, so the Republicans do have a few gems. That's just to say two of them. And of course the Democrat has Maxine Waters and Ortez person in New York. Gems in their own right. Now, I don't really fault Ortez. She's just a newcomer. She doesn't know how to play the game of politics, although I disagree with a lot of what she stands for. But regardless, I mean, both parties have done really great works. They've done really shitty works, like going to war in Iraq. Totally unneeded, totally unnecessary. Of course, you got President Obama that voted on the Patriots Act 2.0. I don't remember what it's called, but that's really the turning point of me for President Obama, is when he did enact that. Of course, the Democrats' Affordable Health Care Act, aka Obamacare, the way that they passed that was everything against President Obama ran for during his first term. So that was really the eye-opening-ish. My eyes were already open. I never vote straight party, never have and never will. But that was kind of my walkway movement from President Obama and his administration. Now, he has done a few good things, I will admit. I'm not going to go into detail because I didn't research them. But I'm going to continue on with this. But yeah, I blame both parties for the state that our country's in. There's no question that we're severely divided. We are in our own echo chambers, and both parties here are to blame for that. They're not promoting unity like they should be. They're not saying we are Americans, we should get along, we should not spread hate. I mean, some of them do, but they're not outright saying it. And that's where I see the issue with our government, is that they have an important role to unite us. regardless of what party they're in. I mean, I know they try their best for optics, but I don't think they're very sincere into it. Or for the few that are, they're not trying harder. I mean, I blame them for not being able to vote laws that should be able to pass easily, and they are not passing them easily because they're voting party line. They're not voting what's the best for America. They're voting for what's best for their parties, and that's why I'm not for a particular party. That's why I want a no-party system. I mean, I understand that I've always been a two-party system for the longest time. I mean, it was inevitable. We created parties after George Washington. We had alliances within our government that formed the Whigs and the Twigs, I think. But yeah, I mean, we need representation that benefits America, not an individual party. The way I see elected office is we elect these people for America. They're Americans first, parties second. And if there's a good bill on its own merit, should pass. Doesn't matter if it comes from a Republican, a Libertarian, a Democrat, a Green Party, Tea Party, or whatever party. If it's a good bill and it benefits America, then yes, it should be voted on. Back to now, my next point is we should vote per candidate. So if there's a candidate out there that's willing to make America great, to better America, we should vote for that candidate. We should not vote for that candidate because they have an R or a Libertarian or a Green Party. I know I'm kind of hypocrite on that because I will not vote for a Republican or Democrat to president anymore. I'm tired of them having control. I don't even care if this person is a good person. If they have a Republican or if it's a Democrat, I won't vote for them. I'll always vote for a Libertarian or Green Party or Independent because it's a protest vote. It's a protest vote against both of those parties. We need to vote for people to reduce spending. Both parties, both Democrats and Republicans, are for big government. They want to spend money. Now they want to take money from the other parties' pot, you could say, for their projects. But we really need to look at our debt. Our debt is out of control. Now I do know that our debt compared to other countries through GDP is not as bad, but at a certain point in time we're going to need to address that debt. Then the sooner the better, because we don't want to be hit by compound interest, which I'm pretty sure we already are. We need to also take back the power we gave the government. Our government is corrupt. Now this, I always say a little bit of corruption to grease the wheel is okay, but it is downright, I don't know. I see both parties guilty of this. Used to be they were better at hiding it. I don't know if it's due to the information age or they just don't care anymore because they know that they could win being corrupt. I mean, perfect example is Hillary Clinton. We know she was corrupt. She still thought she could win. Thankfully, she lost. Then you got Donald Trump, which is a businessman. I mean, I do like Trump. I think he's doing great things for the country. But at the same time, I don't know. I mean, with the recent development through his lawyer and his finance person, I can't be bothered to know their names at this time. I didn't write it down, so who cares? That were indicted and convicted of felony crimes. And he may have knowledge of their crimes referring to the election. He should be held accountable for that. I know that there's people that want him to be impeached, and there's people that say other candidates do it, so why should he be punished? My counter argument to that is yes, he should be impeached, and yes, other candidates should be held accountable. Now, when I say he should be impeached, I think it should go through the impeachment process through the legal means, which means he should get his day in court, not necessarily the outcome of him being impeached. Yeah, he should be held accountable. He should be scrutinized over his role in that. And if it's deemed to be nothing, then it's nothing. I think there should be an investigation into it to hold him accountable. No one should be above the law. And that's the same thing with Hillary Clinton. Yeah, there was an investigation towards her. I don't particularly like the outcome of that, but you know, it was due process. We should really hold them accountable for their actions. As you can see on the screen, going to presidents, that the idea of 45 presidents, Donald Trump being the current one. Out of all the presidents we had, a total of them were 19 Republicans and 15 Democrats. That's a total of 34 presidents that have either been a Republican or a Democrat. That means a total of 11 presidents have not been a Democrat or a Republican. This is the longest party, two-party system that we've had in America. And there really are one party, if you go back in history. It used to be the Democratic Republic Party, and they splintered. So we really need a new party or no parties to represent the American public that is not being represented. Because I'm not any party. I'm probably closer to libertarian because I want less government. I pretty much want them to build roads, build the infrastructure to promote business opportunities. I want them to have policies that make America safe. I want them to have laws that make Americans safe. I don't want them to create laws that benefit a few or try to overreach and what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. My thoughts is that they shouldn't overreach. They shouldn't make laws that discriminate against one group to benefit another because history hasn't treated them fairly. Unfortunately, I disagree with affirmative action in its current state. I understand it was a good law at the time. I think the law is just outdated. I think everyone has the opportunity that don't need a law that discriminates against one group anymore. That's just my final thoughts on that. I just think that if you're going to walk away from the Democratic Party, don't run to another party. Take this opportunity to think for yourself. Don't hop on to another party because you want to be included into a group. You should take both sides with scrutiny. You should look at being a skeptic. You should look at both parties. Look at their pros and their cons. Look at each candidate on every party, regardless if it's Dem, Republican, Libertarian, Green Party, or the Purple Monster Party that may or may not exist, or will exist, or any other party that's coming or going. You should take a look at them. You should look at each candidate. When you go to vote, don't vote party line. Research. Is this person going to be the best candidate for the country? Are they willing to represent you? Are they willing to improve your life? But yeah, that's just my take on the walkway. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you want me to go more in detail in my political opinions. Hopefully you enjoyed. Thanks for watching and have yourself a wonderful day, morning, or evening.